Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the Comedy Cures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. I think we can all agree that cancer throws you into overwhelm mode. And I was talking to a friend who has so much going on right now. And I was trying to explain to her how I went through so many years of cancer, but also had so many dramas around me that I had to sort through, get through, and not get sicker while I was going through cancer treatment. So this is how I described it to her, and I hope it works for you. I said that cancer causes an overwhelm symphony. And the way that I describe that I look at problems, similar to the way that I look at an orchestra. So I have the dramas, which are violins, strings, they can really make you sad and have so much emotion attached to them. So those are the problems that I have that are emotionally driven dramas. They're heated. They really make you cry or get angry. That's one section of problems. Then there's the flutes and the woodwinds, and those are like small problems. Those are like everyday problems. I can handle those easily. They're just annoying, but they're here, they're everywhere. They're like cute little problems. And then I have the percussive problems. Those are like the big drums. When you're listening to a symphony or you're watching a symphony and the person in the back on those big, huge drums lifts up their arms and gets ready to crash down. Okay, those are big problems. Those are when the bottom falls out and excuse my language, the crap hits the fan kind of problems. Those are the ones that sideswipe you. You don't see them coming. They are just monumental. Okay, so those are like the 3 kinds of problems that I divide my problems into. The way I handle it is, first of all, I put a boundary. Because when I'm going through a health challenge and problems are coming at me, I have to always keep my eye on the prize. And the prize is not dying from what I'm trying to heal from. So for all those years of cancer treatment, I had a lot of problems that I had before I even was diagnosed with cancer. Hello, it's probably why I had cancer anyway. I had so much stress. Now, where does that stress come from? A lot of those problems had nothing to do with me. They were either family members or close friends or people who had passed away, and I was given their problems to take care of. So it was a lot, including a divorce. Honestly, that was one of the major factors. And you have to be really careful because studies show that there's an onset of cancer after certain life changes. And that can be a divorce, a death, moving. These are very stressful, getting fired. So you have to be on high alert to really manage your stress when these life events happen. Anyway, back to my orchestra. So the first thing I do is I divide my problems and then I keep a boundary so that I'm not internalizing these problems. Now you hear the expression, oh, that ate me up alive. Well, what do you think cancer is doing? It's eating us up. So we can't let those problems eat us up alive. Okay, so how do we handle it? You can either ask friends and family to help you, or you can hire people to help you if you have extra money, or a combination of both. But you have to look at these problems and then you have to decide Who among your inner circle is really good at handling the little flute problems, those little everyday, tiny, annoying problems? Who's good at dramatic problems? They get your violin and string problems to help you with. And then there's that one friend or that one person you know that you can hire that really handles big old problems. And that person is key because you have to really get help. And I did an episode called Cancer Delegates. It really should be listened to if you haven't heard it yet and you're dealing with a lot of different issues. Now, cancer delegates can help you with things like driving you to chemo or helping you with food, but they can also be utilized for these problems and dramas. I hope that you can start to think about your to-do list of dramas in a very different way when you put them in this context. I also hope that you will write to me through the comedycures.org website or record to me what strategies you're using to handle your dramas and also how this worked for you. In the meantime, I hope that you listen to a real symphony today that is relaxing and that helps transport you away from these problems. I hope that you remember to have really good boundaries today, not get sucked into other people's dramas or get sucked in by energy vampires, and that you really take a deep breath and start to use this strategy to manage what feels so unmanageable. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to comedycures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.